Hey everyone, good afternoon. Little update on Gamestop. Let's just do a quick recap of the situation. We were supposed to have the annual meeting today. That had to be postponed until tomorrow after the market closes. The market has been moving up in anticipation of that and moved down yesterday because the word or the rumor came out that Roaring Kitty was selling some of his option position. And so you see yesterday the big sell-off, and then today stability and moving up in anticipation of perhaps something big being announced at that annual meeting. I think what I like to do is not listen to what people say, but instead look at what people are doing with their money. And what we can see is that, if we zoom in on this a little bit here, what we can see is that today we've been building rising bottoms, which are a sign of optimism. We broke the downward trend line from yesterday. We're building rising bottoms and then broke out from that just early afternoon on Thursday. That points to the market likely moving higher into the meeting. Now here's the issue. The meeting is now going to be after the market closes. And so you are going to be a little susceptible to volatility over the weekend. Now you can trade the stock in the aftermarket because of course there's an extended session, and so you're going to see the stock probably quite volatile in the extended session on Friday. So of course that starts at 4 o'clock Eastern and it goes until 8. The market looks like it wants to go higher from here, and that's very typical. Markets tend to move up in anticipation of big news because people start dreaming about the big run. Oh, it's going to go to 100. Oh, it's going to go to 50. You hear all the talk in social media, but that's just talk. What it does though is it attracts buyers, and that's working. You can see the market moving up in anticipation. I think today into tomorrow, we're probably going to be better on the long side, but there's a substantial risk that whatever happens at this annual meeting is going to fall short of expectations. One thing I've learned is that people tend to bid the stock up in anticipation of news and then sell on the news. And of course, that's always the reason why there's that saying, buy on rumor, sell on news. All right, so I like to just trade the charts. There was a great trade, which I did my last video on right in here. We had that nice move up. Then the upward trend line was broken, time to exit. That's when the word started to come out in here that there was strong selling in the options market of those June 21st $20 calls. And so then people speculated that Roaring Kitty was exiting his position. That hurts confidence. Today we've started to stabilize. It's likely that he sold some of that position, but to be quite frank, if you're going to exercise some of the options, he would have to free up some cash to do so, and that may be what's underway. But we shouldn't speculate on what might be, what so-and-so might be doing, what they might say at the meeting. Here's the thing. There's always someone that knows more than the rest of us, and they will tell us what they are doing with their buying and selling activity. And that's why I prefer just to watch the chart, let it tell me what's happening. Just like we had the sell signal when the upward trend line was broken here, I didn't learn about the option selling until late in the day on Wednesday. I have no idea why this is going up, except it's probably just people speculating on what might come at the meeting that had to be postponed today because of some technical issues, perhaps a hack. So I think the market probably moves up in anticipation into tomorrow's close. You may get some people selling, not wanting to own into the news. That's a very typical response. Just do what the market tells you to do. And here's how you watch it. Watch the very short-term chart. Look at, say, the 1 day. And here is the 1 day, 1 minute. Trend is up. Stick with the trade on the long side. You could even do a 5 day, 5 minute chart. And again, stick with the trend as long as it is up. If we start to build falling tops and break down from a falling top, it's time to sell. When you break up from a rising bottom, like here, it's time to buy. And that's what we just had middle of the day today. So more than likely we go up. I just don't know how far. Hope you've enjoyed it. If so, click on the like button, subscribe. I'll keep the updates coming, and we'll see you at the next one. Trade well.